If I win, I'll give it to you.
It's good. Yeah, I'll tell you. That's some good whiskey. Good scotch.
I don't know anything about it. The bottle was pretty.
I just spilled whiskey all over my pants. That's right. Oh, God. Yeah, Macallan 20 goes for between $400 and $500. Yeah, that's not something I'll ever buy.
The chick who doesn't drink works for a beer company. I've been learning a lot about spirits and things this week.
I bet.
Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer, boards, recorder videos, and a tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our Alien RPG adventures. This is Alien session number 4 of Destroyer of Worlds. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. You can watch all of our live series as well as reviews here on the channel. You can also listen to all these live shows of the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/Rogue Watson. Shouts to new patrons this week. John, for our campaign, we use Roll20.net for video chat. We use Discord, and for streaming, I use OBS Studio. Now, here is your game mother.
Hello. I am Chris, your game mother, and I am joined by our squad of badass Marines. Reese playing squad captain Beatrice Silva.
I guess a little bit.
A little bit. Eric playing artificial person Warrant Officer Chaplain.
Hello.
Ray playing gunnery sergeant Luca Mason.
Hello.
And Heather playing private first class Ruth Ann Dante.
I'm a badass.
You're badass. We'll see how long you're badass.
Yeah, by the way, before we did this, Chris was saying during prep that, what did you say? You're going to Rocky 3 it, like if they die, they die.
If they die, they die.
Which, death counter at 0 right now. Just saying, we've been doing all right so far.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very cocky.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Do your worst.
I'm about to. After the horrific events at the hospital and the Marshall Station, the Marines regroup, confront Miss Wilson, and decide their next course of action. 2 of the 4 AWOL Marines, Carvalho and Reese, are dead. A nasty alien parasite seemingly destroyed them from the inside, then tried to kill anyone nearby. Miss Wilson isn't forthcoming with any details, though she admits the obvious. Their biohazardous bodies are the knowledge they carry that must be contained. The squad now has only one lead. Right before he died, Carvalho mentioned needing to get to the refinery to get off-world. Miss Wilson leaves with her remaining commandos, and the squad files back into the APC for some quick R&R, even as the chilly blizzard descends upon Ariarchus. En route, Captain Silva receives new orders from higher up, Colonel Myers. Myers reveals that the other 2 AWOL Marines are in extreme danger and must be destroyed. Silva isn't happy, but understands the severity of the situation. Arriving at the old refinery, they find it abandoned, but not entirely vacant. The Marines can spot a fiery glow emanating through the cracked walls. Chaplain activates his motion tracker, finding 5 human bodies huddled in the middle, and Silva decides to go in hard. The surprise breach and show of force works well, though when Mason reveals UPP army uniforms from 2 of them, Silva is forced to calm them down and convince them not to draw their weapons. They agree and reply to an incoming message about their pickup targets acting odd and causing delays. The squad learns that the UPP was handling extraction of the AWOL Marines, and this was merely a meetup point. Silva suggests ambushing them there, but upon radioing in, Major Hatfield orders the Marines to raid the insurgent compound to reach the AWOL Marines. Silva also noted that Hatfield did not seem to agree with the kill orders, instructing her to use her best judgment. For such a dangerous task, though, Hatfield provided serious firepower. He sends a dropship to give them a powerful edge. After securing the prisoners, Silva and the team debate on how to approach the compound, deciding to split the team between the APC and the dropship. The APC hits first, crashing through the front gate as armed guards open fire. Chaplain jumps on the Gatling gun turret while Silva and Mason fire out from the sides. The dropship arrives above in all its terrible glory, and Hammer gleefully mows down guards with a heavy machine gun, while Dante utilizes the missile launcher, cratering the entire roof of the building, creating an easy entry point to the second floor.
Hell yeah.
The insurgents' guns do nothing against the heavy armor of either vehicle, but some are armed with RPGs. Things get dangerous when they connect with the dropship, causing it to spiral. The 3 Marines inside, however, are able to rappel out before it's forced to make an emergency landing. While the APC crew cleans up the outside resistance, the dropship crew continues inside, expecting more heavy resistance. Instead, they find bodies viciously torn apart. One of the AWOL Marines, Wright, is handcuffed, pleading for them to give her a weapon. The fourth, Wojciech, rises from the pile of bodies, black veins running through her body. The monstrous AWOL Marine rushes at Dante, grabbing her head and nearly twisting it off with superhuman strength. Hammer blasts her with his smart gun, sending her reeling backward, exploding parts of her body, but that only reveals the monster inside. As the rest of the Marines rush upstairs to the sounds of screams and bodily carnage, the alien creature rips off its last vestiges of humanity, revealing a terrifying alien-human hybrid beneath, with a skull-like face and spinal tail. And outside, the sky begins to light up as orbital bombardments rain fire down all over the colony. As Hatfield screams over the radio, one of those orbital strikes arcs in their direction, and they are consumed in fire and destruction. The UPP invasion force has arrived.
Party.
I would like to load a saved game from before.
Can I roll a persuasion check on the alien?
They'll save before they arrived.
All right.
That is not expecting.
Surprise!
Oh Lord, thank God I wasn't
You're all
at that
dead.
moment.
Yeah, the arc of that light, that orbital bombardment, you don't think it hit the building directly, but it landed somewhere nearby, and the concussive force of it seems to rock through this very unsturdy kind of ramshackle building as just destruction and debris and everything flies around you. Everyone in the building is going to take 3 damage, which you can all mitigate using your mobility skill.
When we're attacking,
I'm
it's a
gonna need-
fortress, but when we're inside, it's a ramshackle, about to be barely hanging on hovel.
That's right. So I need everyone to give me a mobility check, please.
This is how he kills us all. Just buries us in a building.
TPK.
So the good news here, for those of you who roll panic, is that there's no way to panic right now.
Oh, thank goodness.
You are being knocked to the ground. You can panic. You'll absolutely panic. Oh my God, you guys are fucking
Mobile is
on
all
it.
hell.
Okay.
None of us want to get
Mason-
crushed in the
Yellow
building.
dice.
You tried to kill us. but
I
you didn't
tried
try
to kill
hard
you.
enough.
It did not work.
I'm
Mason,
gonna
you
need
take
you to try harder.
Mason, you take 1 damage. The rest of you don't take any damage, but you are knocked off your feet, knocked briefly unconscious, very briefly, like just more like shockwave to the ground. Because none of you took full damage, none of you also are completely covered in rubble.
Hey, I just noticed Roll20 is completely working fine for me for all the dice.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yes.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't. Hopefully I don't.
Why'd
jinx
you gotta go and jinx it?
Jinxed it. Okay. So, yeah, that's that. You guys did not take that much damage.
He's perturbed.
I'm perturbed.
I want bodies, damn it. A second
Another drop
explosion
ship
rocks
falls
the
from
building.
the sky.
A lot. I've got sound effects.
The building's on fire.
Building's on fire. Actually, that's your APC that's on fire.
Oh
It
no!
is-
that-
Yeah,
I
yeah. Let's see.
I
Ironically,
think it was
when the
built like
building
it was gonna win Robot Wars.
the building collapses, it's the worst place to be is in the APC, safely tucked away.
Right.
Oh wait,
that-
didn't we leave someone in the APC?
The
Yeah,
driver,
Iona's in there.
presumably.
Yeah, your driver, Iona is in there.
Oh no,
That guy.
she's okay, right?
Did the
Yep.
Yeah.
did the rubble defeat the
fine.
monster or injure the
As
monster?
you come to, the first thing you see as your
Turns out it makes
eyes
the monster stronger than ever.
Does the monster revert back?
It's like the Hulk.
Her only
The guy
weakness
got
is a collapsing building.
enough concussive force, she just
Yeah.
reverts back to human. As you come to, your eyes blink open. The first thing you see is the streaks of light in the sky as orbital bombardments pepper the colony. Their blasts echoing through the howling blizzard. You lay on rubble, dust, and debris all around you, on top of you, as you struggle to get up. Your eyes and mouth are coated in the fine dust of this destroyed building. Your eyes turn to the rubble at the southeast end of the yard, being thrown violently into the air as the horrific creature that once was Wojciech stands, the falling streaks of light in the night, sky silhouetting its ghastly form as it turns to you and screams in rage.
I think
And
she's
scampers off.
It's gonna be okay, guys.
I like to call Wilson.
Wilson, can you come over here, please? So,
Wilson, to show you, Wilson.
the good news is you're all alive, and you notice that whether it's your armor or your ability to jump out of the way, a lot of you have not taken much damage from being caught in this explosion. The bad news you find is that by being knocked off your feet backwards through the air, covered in rubble, you find that the weapons you were carrying are no longer in your hands. They are somewhere in this rubble around you.
Uh-oh.
Everyone has lost their heavy weapons. You all still have your sidearm that's like on your side, and if you have like a knife tucked in a boot or something, you still have that. But the two-handed heavy weapons, your rifles, your incinerators, are somewhere around you.
I still have my armor-piercing grenade knife.
Thank God for that.
Do I still have my pulse rifle?
You do not. It's somewhere in the rubble around you. The other thing you note is that as you all blink and look around and try to take stock of the situation, the Wojciech thing is up and it is looking at you with some fury. You see everyone else sort of standing up around you, but you see Hammer seemingly trying but unable. A piece of rubble has pinned his leg to the ground, and he is going to either need some strength of feet on his own or some help from his teammates to extricate himself from that rubble.
Who does? Hammer?
Hammer, down
Okay.
right here. Yep.
Guys,
Oh.
just play dead. It works.
It's a grizzly
99% of the time that it works.
bear. It's a grizzly bear situation.
Also, south of that, you see Wright, who also still seems to be alive, even though she's not wearing any armor. She's got civilian clothes on. But she is still manacled to that steel bed frame.
After the whole building collapsed, he's still handcuffed?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
my goodness.
the steel bed frame is also seemingly caught under some rubble. So she is struggling, but she can't extricate herself from her
Well,
situation.
we can easily outrun Wright and Hammer, so I think we'll be okay. No, wait, I value human life. Let's rescue those guys.
And Wright was one of the other 4 Marines, right?
Yes.
Ex-Marines? Okay.
Indeed.
But she hasn't transformed.
She has not transformed.
But she will.
You don't know. When you came in, the only thing you saw from her was her just begging you for a weapon, presumably because Wojciech had just killed everyone else in the room.
3 of the 4 have all been ticking time bombs so far.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
The final thing you note is that
please
your
make more.
APC is on fire.
Has a
You
thirst
look
for
over,
human flesh.
and the front end of the APC is fully dented and like embedded into the ground. You suspect your APC was actually the target of this orbital strike, and it is currently on fire. The full front end is just been crushed into the ground, and there is no sign of Iona.
But it does smell like barbecue.
Iona is Igona.
We had one cool scene for our vehicles, and then we just literally nuked them from the heavens. Dropship nowhere around, I assume, to pick us up?
No. The dropship is still somewhere outside the building that it essentially got shot down.
What did it take to look for a weapon?
It will take, on your turn, it will take a slow action of a observation check.
Ah.
At this point, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. Where? Oh, are those old initiatives?
No, I just rolled.
Oh, I think it had still the old ones on here. Okay.
Oh, you might see other ones then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the old one.
Whichever's higher is what I meant.
Okay.
What a pleasant name, the Bodyburster.
Oh,
Isn't
no.
it though?
I wonder what it does.
All right.
Twice. Whatever it does, it's gonna do it twice.
All right,
Joke's on you. I don't carry a gun anyway.
find a cell, lock yourself in it, and it helps you get a few rounds.
That's all my experience tells me.
Dante, you're the last person that attacked. You're also the person that's closest. And it strides up to you, giving its shriek again.
You got
Just
And
fisticuffs.
okay.
It like backhands you.
Ah.
A dismissive slap. You just got bitch slapped by the alien hybrid.
Okay.
You can give me an armor roll to try to prevent this.
Only one success.
And one armor roll stops
Nice.
the attack. I'm reading what it does.
I
Yeah.
stand firm.
It says the Xena will ignore the victim for the remainder of the fight unless the victim attacks it again. So it's like knocking you aside to go after someone
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
It says I'm not worthy to become a xenomorph.
That's right. All right, that was its turn. Dante, now you are up. This thing is in your face. Again, you don't have your rifle. You can what you
No, I
can do. I'll tell you what the mechanics are. It's going to take you 2 slow actions of searching for your rifle. However, you can mitigate that using an observation roll as your slow action this turn to try to lower that. So basically, you can use your slow action to make an observation roll to try to find your weapon this turn. If you
Okay.
don't, you can spend your next turn finding it, but it'll take your whole turn.
If I do that, is my fast action still like using like my service pistol or something?
No, fast action would be like pushing it away or running away. Fast action is like the
Okay.
movement. Yeah.
Can I bitch slap it back?
You can try to shove it backwards. Yeah, that's a fast action.
Yeah. It tried to bitch slap me. I'm gonna try to bitch slap it.
Yep.
We're gonna have a bitch slap off.
It's a bitch slap off.
All right. So for my slow, I'll do the observation thing, and for my fast, I'm gonna bitch slap it.
Okay.
Observation is 0, by the way.
What's your...
Oh, look! I panic while
You have
doing
so many yellow dice, my goodness.
Oh my!
it.
All right, well, give me a panic roll. This could Make it
That's
not
gonna be
work. Yeah.
It's a 2 success, 2 panic.
Oh no, that's
on
not a
9
good
dice,
one.
And she got a 10.
So you freeze, whether frozen by fear or stress, for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1.
All right.
Everybody else
Yay.
stresses out because of that.
No,
You're basically
she ain't my
searching and
friend.
you can't find it, just like panicking.
She's not my friend.
I don't know her.
The
We're
Mariah
just
Carey thing, I don't know her.
So you go to look for your weapon, Dante, but you just freak the fuck out as this thing is hovering over you.
So do I not get my fast action then? 'Cause I'm
You can take a
frozen?
fast action. This just canceled your slow action, so you did not have a chance to actually look for your weapon.
Okay. Now I want to bitch slap it.
Okay.
Because I'm freaking out. I just want to slap it and make it go away.
Yeah.
It's close combat, right?
Close combat roll. Yeah.
Okay.
You have
So
a,
we all do have to take a stress level, huh?
Everybody increases stress by 1.
so now yours is at oh my god. That's so many yellow dice. That's a lot of successes though.
It is.
6 success, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You're also rolling 14 dice. Wow.
Jesus. All right, I'll give you a panic roll. You gotta.
Oh,
You
jeez.
must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You are allowed to make a retreat.
Right.
Your stress level is decreased by 1. The stress level of all PCs in short range increases by 1.
Oh my gosh. She's infecting everybody
She's
with
infecting
her.
everyone.
with
Her
stress.
panic is like seeping into your bones.
But it's making mine go away, which isn't good. But I did still hit it.
You did still hit him. Yeah, this one doesn't.
I hit him
sound
real
like-
hard.
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
Bitch slapped him back.
Yeah. I
But that
did.
means you just have to remember. That means on your next turn,
I gotta run away.
you are trying to remove yourself from the situation.
Even though I'm frozen in fear, but I have to run away.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna fall over myself and try to just like roll away.
Actually, I'm not sure if the last sentence discounts that because after 1 round you can act normal. I'm sorry, rounds are like 5 to 10 minutes in this game. I forgot. Yeah. So your next action, yes,
Yeah.
you'll have to run away, but then you can do whatever you want. Chaplain.
I feel great because I don't have stress
Oh my
levels.
gosh.
You guys are all screwed. What's the I don't
Yeah, how's your stress, chaplain?
I suggest you all seek not medical attention. Well, therapy as soon as possible. There's not enough cigarettes in the world for you, Captain.
It's not.
Chaplain's first priority would probably be as the medic, basically, to go and render aid to either Hammer or Wright. Can I just by glance? First of all, can I make it to them in 1 turn?
You can. With your fast action, you can make it to them. Yes.
Okay. Just by glancing at them, it sounded like Hammer was the one that was in more immediate danger or damage.
He's trapped under rubble. Like his legs underneath some rubble, and he can't extricate himself, so he can't stand up right now.
Okay. So I would probably just hurry over there in a fast-walking man. Assume I
Avoid the
Walk around.
creature. Yeah.
can not hit the alien.
Yeah.
So fast action to move over there, and I guess slow action would be to help Hammer free
Yep.
him, get the rubble off him.
Yep. Give me just a strength roll, please.
And I'll say, Sergeant, hold still. Allow me to assist you. Go. Strength.
Oh,
Got the
damn.
strength of a robot man.
You just reach down and just
And I am
pull
wounded
that
from,
rubble off.
I'm wounded from before, so I probably have like some Terminator like patchy bits exposed, like
Yeah.
wiring and shit.
You can see the servos going whenever you lift the rubble.
Yeah.
All right, you do extricate
3
him.
successes.
3 successes. Chaplain, as you lift the rubble off of him,
Oh no. back turned.
With your back turned.
Oh no, not the eviscerate. That sounds bad.
A tail blade shoots out. as
Oh,
Hammer's
it's just like
Hammer's-
aliens with the fucking from his back, dude.
He's looking up at you as the tail blade slices out. Do you have a armor roll? I don't think you do.
I do not have an armor roll.
Okay.
I only
So
rolled
it
one
is-
success though. That's good news, I think.
Yeah, one success. It slices open your abdomen with its tail blade, but I don't know that there's an equivalent android injury, honestly.
Mm. Do I get to
Look at
roll
the
any
android.
like what is the close combat or some kind of dodge thing to?
There's a block, but you have to have something to block with,
Okay.
and I don't think you do.
Okay. I could use hammer. he's newly free. I pulled that rubble off. Maybe I could turn around with the rubble, but I probably didn't see this coming. So
Yeah.
do I take a damage?
You take 1 damage, yes. A lot of your... what I'm looking at... Do you remember where the critical injuries are for androids? Critical... It's somewhere in the
Probably
rules.
synthetics, maybe? Yeah, it's under synthetics. It's a D6 table. It says to, if I'm broken, I roll in the critical injury table.
Okay. Yeah, and there's none of these...
I guess I don't have an abdomen.
Right. You don't necessarily have an abdomen. You see a lot of, like, the white liquid just pouring out of your stomach now. But it doesn't seem to stop your functioning, necessarily. So, yes, you take 1 damage.
I am at
Yep.
2 hit points remaining. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be going this way. Sorry, the red is the hit points we have, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. So I had 4. Okay, so now I have 3 remaining.
You had 3 before.
I did have 3 before?
You had 3 before, yeah. You had 3 when it started.
Okay, I'm at 2 now.
Yeah.
Not looking so good, but that thing could have ripped me in
Nope.
half, so I guess that's a win. Probably freaks Hammer out, though, to see that tail, like, stab through me.
Yeah.
Nah, he's good. Don't
Alright.
worry about him.
He's made of sterner stuff.
In fact, both hands turn to guns. It's crazy.
Oh man, I want to be that kind of robot with the knife hand, the liquid metal. With the, have we gotten that technology yet?
Mason.
Do I still have my incendiary grenade on me?
You don't... Well, oh, grenades. You do. Your grenades are like on a bolo on you. However,
All the
grenade...
pins are missing.
A grenade right now would literally hit everybody but Silva.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
Go on.
Like, it would... You're all in relatively close quarters right now.
I'm just kidding. Mason pulled out
Shove it
her
in his
service
mouth.
pistol. True. She pulls out her service pistol and aims
Okay.
at this. You. I've seen you be kind before. Chief Sam, this is for you.
Well,
If you're spending your fast action aiming, you can add a +2 to that roll.
Sure.
Anyone else touch the fact you said I've seen your kind before?
That is interesting.
Oh, my attack +2. Ooh.
Wow, and no panics either.
Look at that. That's a lot of dice you just rolled.
However,
14, 15 dice, 3 successes.
okay.
8 armor roll.
Even
Jeez.
even though you aimed well and shot, one of your bullet does seem to penetrate the creature, and you do a damage to it. what happens now
His mother
is-
gets more frustrated that none of us have died yet.
is Chaplain, you should be familiar with this at this point. The bullet strikes the creature in the chest, and a gush of liquid sprays from its chest all over your body.
Healing liquid?
Healing liquid.
Burning, healing liquid.
Also, does Zamuski and Hammer get to roll for...
They're going to go at the end of the round.
Okay.
I'm just having them go at the end.
Oh, God.
Chaplain,
the acid.
you take 2 damage.
Well, I mentioned earlier how I had 2 hit points left, so that is going to melt my ass.
That is going to melt you, yes. So now I need you to roll on the Android critical injury table for me, please.
Or just like a puddle of goo with a head on top.
Maybe. We'll see
Could
what
be.
this roll does.
We'll see what this does.
My arm servos.
Okay. One arm is not so that
One arm
all
just
of
got
the
melted
liquid.
off.
Yeah, you like melt straight through like the bicep, and the arm clatters to the ground.
He can't kill you. He'll just disassemble you.
I do acknowledge this.
Let's do this. So, what you find though, the number on your thing, Chaplain, is that this acid is still on your body. It's still eating away at you.
No.
On your next turn, but we will get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
I need some holy water or something.
Silva.
Is a command a fast action?
Command is a fast. Or for you, it is.
Okay.
That's I think that's your talent. Is
Yes.
to command as a
that's-
fast action.
You're right. Yeah.
So you're saying I should have bitch slapped it instead of shot it, huh?
We're gonna have to kill
Can
it
I-
somehow, so.
Command
Well, that
Dante
didn't
to
work.
snap out of it. What can I do?
That
with
actually, you know what? That actually, because there's 2 things you can do. We looked this up. That's actually
Yeah,
a good.
command can, like.
Yeah. So command, the one thing that you did with it last time was that you can give someone an order to do an action, and the next time they do that action, they get a bonus to it based on how much you rolled.
Mhm.
But what you're describing is also something you can do with it. I have to pull that up real quick. Skills. Survival,
You
manipulation,
can stop
command.
panic. Stop panic.
Stop panic. When another creature makes a panic roll and loses control, you can make a command roll to return them to their senses.
I have senses.
Yeah, you do have to make a command roll though, and succeed on it.
All
I
right.
might have senses.
Panic doing this. Oh my gosh.
That would be
Maybe.
amazing.
I mean. All right.
Okay, it's a lot of successes, although it's a lot of panics too. Let's see what you roll on the panic table.
Freaking panic just giving commands. Dang. No, no.
Oh.
Nope, you're gone.
Oh wow. Every friendly character sees you run must make an immediate panic roll.
Oh my goodness.
Our captain, our captain.
Okay, I will say though, you're able to say the words because I don't think that this necessarily.
The words are, I have to go to the bathroom.
Especially with 3 successes, I'll let you like pull her out of it, but you are freaking out right now also. So yeah, everyone who can see Silva right now, please give me a panic roll.
And
Even though
trying to
he's
call.
kind of behind us.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, because I'm like giving some kind of inspirational speech to Dante, and then immediately like, oh, gotta go.
You are kind of
They're
behind
not
everybody.
listening to me.
Yeah. You're kind of behind everybody, and all eyes are on the creature.
I gotta go check on Iona.
Iona's doing the best of all of us right now.
All right, however, your slow action that you have left, you have to use it fleeing.
Like jumping off the building? What am I doing here?
Well, it's pretty much been leveled, so.
Okay.
The good news is building's leveled.
You kind of you notice that the wall has been broken in a couple places, like here, over here, so you can run out of this compound. You are not allowed to make a retreat roll. Your stress level is decreased by 1. That's nice.
That's great. That's really great. All right.
Okay,
I'll, come over here and check on Iona.
Guys, I'm going to check on Iona. Okay. Chaplain, with your arm having melted off in front of him.
It doesn't look good for Chaplain, folks.
Oh, sorry, it's the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
So Hammer
Yeah.
Hammer and Jamuski, having gotten up and now are able to look, they're both going to use their turn desperately trying to find their weapons. That's not great on Hammer's part.
And they will fail spectacularly.
We're not
They
seeing
both have
these
the
rolls. I
same.
don't know if that's intentional or not.
Oh, you aren't? Okay, it's fine. Let me pull up Jamuski.
Our game mother would never lie to us about the rolls.
I'll turn off secret.
It's like, not only do they not find their weapons,
they also
but
they turn on you.
cause a bunch of cascading panics all around.
Jamuski looks but does not find anything.
Oh my gosh. All those blanks. Oh my
Hammer
goodness.
tries. So they're looking, and you know, like I said, like
7 dice.
it's a finite amount of time you have to spend looking. So they will probably keep looking until they find it, which will be another round. Mason, you just shot this thing.
Yeah, I did.
It advances on you.
It wasn't me.
Drops the gun. Oh.
Mason, it comes at you and its jaw opens up impossibly wide, and it tries to like come down on your shoulder.
Wait a second, that's impossible.
He's not rolling great though. He's only rolling 1 success each time.
Oh.
I should hope so with everything we've been rolling.
Just how you did it last time. Armor? Can I roll armor?
Yep. Give me an armor roll.
What the fuck is this last sentence? What is
I
going
don't
on? Sickness, virulence, and anathema infection? What the actual fuck is going on?
Oh, no.
Oh boy!
Can I panic or something? Or...
You can't push an armor roll. It's not something you're doing. It's just your armor.
Ah.
Oh boy! All right, Mason, you take 1 damage. I'm not gonna tell you what all this means yet.
Werewolf.
You're a bodyburster now, just so you know.
You take 1 damage, but please give me a stamina roll, please.
Don't worry, the Aliens universe is famous for its cures.
And done. How many dice? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 dice, 0 successes.
That's yep.
Can I push this one?
Yes.
Or
Well, you
because I
can,
panicked?
but you made a panic. Well, actually, no, you can't because this is like a This is not a skill you're doing. It's just your
Come on,
body.
immune system, fight it off.
Come on, antibodies.
Okay. You don't know what happened exactly, but you do know that you've got a puncture wound in your in your shoulder where this thing has bitten you.
It lays an egg in you. It lays an egg in you.
No.
I chop off my arm.
Now, Mason, just because we're friends, you don't have to end up just like I am. Like a How to Train Your Dragon thing, we both have the same, like, disability.
Yeah, exactly. We have matching disabilities.
Yeah.
Dante.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if I want to go after all of this, man. Alright.
Well, you have to flee, right? Was that the... or did he...
No, I got my senses
Are you
back.
command... Yeah, he
Oh,
calmed you
yeah.
down.
Silva, yeah.
Who? Silva? What?
Silva helped her out.
Where'd Silva go?
Silva's...
Where's Silva? She ran into that fire over there.
That was safer than what we're dealing with here. To be fair.
Alright, let's bitch slap the alien again. But that doesn't
Okay.
do any damage to it, right?
No, it doesn't. It's a fast action, you mean?
But it feels
Yeah.
good.
Alright, let's
It's
just
full of
draw my
acid blood is the
service
problem, so shoving it away is the best course of action.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my service pistol and shoot it.
Okay.
Can you
do
shove
want
and
to
then
stay?
shoot so that it doesn't
about to say, yeah,
spray
the
all
fast
three
action-
of us?
Fast action, you can try to shove it, which might be a good idea, because...
Won't I shove it into Chaplain and Hammer, though?
If you, like, step over, like, one space, you could probably shove it over here, try to shove it away from all of you.
I'd rather shove it into Chaplain.
Hey, Chaplain here.
I'm
I
already
don't like
melting.
my buttons.
I've already got the acid on me, so I should just be able to tank it.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh my god. Okay.
God, everything you lose a turn. It's so lame.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I lose a panic, but you all gain one. 'cause
You
listen to your scream.
you lose a stress level. Everybody else,
Scream.
please give me a panic roll.
Oh, everybody else has to just straight up panic. Wow.
Sylvan's actually not nearby, so I'm not gonna. She ran into a fire, so I'm not gonna make her roll.
She's got her own problems.
Yeah.
I still don't panic.
Yep.
Despite my terrible disfigurements.
Okay, so you shove him away. However, you lose your slow action because you spend it screaming as you kick this creature.
Ah!
First it was a slap off, then it was a scream off because that thing just like screamed and bit Mason. Now you scream. at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it pulls a gun so you can finally shoot it.
I tried to shoot it first, but no, you wanted me to push it first.
It would have sprayed all y'all with acid. Trust me, you don't want none of this.
Technically, if it's a through and through, it would have sprayed you with acid because
Just out the
the
other
blood
side.
the thing would have been going that way with the bullet.
Wait, what happened?
I
All
panicked
good
again.
things.
Okay.
I'm now screaming.
Yeah, she's screaming. You guys are having a great time.
Thankfully, you're far enough away where
Yeah.
Oh, thank
scream
goodness.
does not panic you.
Iona's burning flesh is keeping my...
It's keeping you calm. Keeping you focused.
Chaplain, it's your turn.
Alright, does the acid fuck me up?
Yes, it does. I need to.
The creature bit into my shoulder, and now I have a puncture wound, and I don't know what that means.
And
but
he failed his
it's
like virulence fucking
probably okay.
roll.
It's
No, I didn't-
It's probably
fail.
fine.
Chris
guy
has never told
Cut
us
off his
what it
arm with a
means.
shoulder.
Yeah,
I wanted to. I wanted to.
that's at least a slow action, I think.
Like, start at the neck, go down to there, it'll be fine.
Yep.
I've got a med kit, it'll be fine.
Chaplain, the acid just sort of like burns off and goes away. It has done its
Alright.
damage. It drips off of like maybe some what's left of your arm servo, but beyond that, it's done its damage.
Okay. Nobody else is actually very injured. I guess I could deal with Wright then. Just go around and offer support to folks, right? Or
You
is
could.
Hammer severely injured?
Another thing you could do is help people find their weapons. You could look for weapons also.
I could, but I'd rather rescue Wright. I feel like my program would help me like assist people first before finding equipment for them.
That's fair.
Think I have any? Yeah, I don't have any things on me. Would it take a strength roll to break her free also?
Yep. Give me a strength roll, yeah.
Even though she's not part of the squad, but I do recognize her as a Marine.
Yeah.
Although she also doesn't have a weapon, so that's good. But I can do
All
this.
right, you just snapped that chain. Of her manacles.
And what was her? She was a Lance Corporal.
Yes.
Says, Lance Corporal Wright, I am Warrant Officer Chaplain. We are in close proximity to extreme biological danger.
You're fucking right, we are. I need a gun.
Chaplain looks around briefly and says, you and everyone else, it seems.
Shit. She starts looking for a weapon.
I'm still screaming in the background.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a dice because there's four of you that are very close to it.
I'm trying to. Well, I guess I haven't done anything with the creature yet, but I imagine I'm at least between it and Wright.
I'd say more of an acquaintance.
Dante, Mason, Hammer, and Chaplain in that order.
Yeah, bring it.
Mason,
I wanted to be me.
the bite still fresh. The creature advances on you. I'm gonna stop making these secret just because I feel like why not?
Attack roll.
Oh no.
We can't see what the die result necessarily. We see the number, but that doesn't really mean anything for us.
No, it doesn't. But
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
But a 5 is a decapitation.
well,
Good news, your
You're not
infection
far
isn't
off
gonna
there.
matter.
Mason. Oh no.
The Skull Crusher.
Mason, this thing walks up to you.
Now it tried to
and
do this to Dante and
It did earlier.
did not
when
kill
when
her.
when it was still a person.
It was a person, yeah. I did get 3 successes on this one.
So out of
Mason,
6 dice,
If it causes
I need
any
3
damage, it
successes.
automatically crushes the victim's skull, killing the victim and triggering immediate panic roll for all friendly PCs at short range. Good lord.
Give me that
Come
armor
on,
roll.
3 successes. I can do it.
3 panics.
So close.
Oh.
So close.
2 successes.
You all watch as the claws of this creature just begin to get closer and closer together. Mason's screams.
like shooting.
You're shooting at it. You're
From
trying. And until you all see dark liquid between the creature's hands flowing down its arms, and it releases her head, and its arms are just coated in thick red blood, and it turns to the rest of you. Mason, I'm afraid you are dead.
Jesus.
Probably better that way. Who knows what that little puncture would... Hey, maybe I'll come back to life. Whatever that puncture would do for me.
It might. It's resurrection
Is
juice.
it an auto res?
I mean, if I come back as one of these things, I don't mind. I can do
Right?
that.
That could be
The
cool.
counter has gone up by 1.
Yep.
Who had it that Mason would be the first to go?
Silva, it is your turn.
I guess I can go get a snack now.
I can actually give you one of the others immediately. Actually, at the end of the round, I will give you one of the other two.
Probably a good idea since they're all here.
Yeah.
Can I have
am I
Iona?
still... Sorry, go ahead.
I can give you Iona if you want. It's not going to be a fun time for you. Sorry, Silva, what you're saying?
Am I still fleeing?
No, you're done. You did that. Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna look for a weapon.
Okay. Give me an
Okay,
observation roll.
I want to take everybody down with me, but everyone has to do a panic roll.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah,
Everyone
an
in
immediate
short
panic roll
range.
for all friendly PCs in short range. Although I don't think Silva's in short range, right?
So yeah, you're not in short range, Silva. You're fine.
Dante
Together,
kept
finally.
it together.
Okay.
She never liked
Wow.
Mason to begin with.
Although I'm still probably screaming.
Yeah.
Do Hammer and Jamuski have to do these panics or no? Because
They do, but they're really. I'm just having them basically either freeze or keep it together.
Okay.
I'm not doing any of the complicated stuff with them.
Yeah.
Silva, what you got?
Observation.
Observation, please. Okay. Give me a panic roll, please. Okay, that's only you. However, with that roll, you are rifling through the rubble and you find your pulse rifle.
Ooh. Alright. And do I still have a fast action left?
You still have fast action, yep.
How's Dante doing?
I'm screaming.
Dante is screaming just at the top of her lungs right now.
Can I scream at her to get together again?
Well, she
Command her-
will. She already will, but you could maybe
Oh.
give her a command to help her do something else.
Does it lower stress at all when he does command?
I don't think so. I think it just ends a panic effect.
Find your rifle, goddammit. Let's go. You're all gonna die.
Get it together, Marine.
Give me a command roll, please.
Mason never even got to be a bodyburster. Just Silva continues running Forrest Gump style out of this whole fucking facility.
Oh my goodness! So it worked. It worked. I feel like Silva's almost being portrayed as a bit of a coward. She's barking orders and like helping her squad, but she's like backing away every time she does.
You guys got this right. Just leaves.
Yeah.
How far do I have to run?
Probably back to the end of the APC. That's another room, really.
Gosh.
The end
Hey,
of the
your stomach went down by one again.
Yes. Yeah.
And none of
That's
us can
good.
see Silva, I think, right? These
Iona!
panicking is nuts. That's
You do
twice
note
you rolled a
that,
6 on the D6 for the panic.
You do note, you do note some of the doors of the APC have kind of been blasted open a little bit, so you could go inside if you want. But you do note that like the APC is still on fire. There is still smoke, kind of now pouring out of the body of the APC.
Huh?
Okay, at the end of the round, let's see, Hammer and Jamuski. Okay, success on that. All right, Jamuski finds his weapon because he spent 2 full turns searching, but as he does, he just sort of freezes up.
Starts screaming.
Yep. Yeah, starts screaming. Hammer, however, does locate his smart gun, and he begins to reattach it to himself. He's like, fuck yes! Let's go! At this point, Ray, you have the option of 4, really. You can take Jamuski, Hammer, Wright, or Iona. You don't know
Alright,
what
choice.
state Iona is.
Ooh, roll a dice. Let's
You
let
can
the,
roll a
let's let the
dice.
fate decide.
Okay. In that order, you said Zamils. It was
Jamuski?
Hopefully it's the
Hammer.
guy whose name you can't pronounce.
Hammer, Wright, and Iona.
Iona.
Well, get ready for that death counter to go up by 1 again.
Okay, this will be interesting because what I'll do is I'll basically take him out of like off-screen mode.
Yeah, the one token not on the map.
Yep.
Next turn, Iona burns to death.
Yeah. And you've
Well,
taken
Ray, as
2
a medical
damage at this
professional,
point.
you know you died from smoke inhalation far before the fire got you.
Oh man.
So, will you give me a... I need to give you the extra character, don't I? Okay.
Iona needs to be on the initiative. Or do you want to
Yes,
just take over Mason's? Or is that going to be confusing?
All of them do a new initiative. Okay, Ray, you now have control of the Iona character sheet.
I'm clicking on it, but nothing yet.
Oh, it's in player. Sorry, hold on.
Ray. Turns out Iona's
Okay,
personal
now
goal
you
is
should-
to allow
now
the
you should
entire
have-
team to die.
Now you should have control.
There you go. Yep. Okay.
All right, will you give me a new initiative roll, please? Okay. I'll let you look at character sheet, but Iona is armed with a smart gun, a service pistol, a combat knife, and he's got a couple talents that you can look at the top right. At the top of the round, the Bodyburster turns to you, Dante, because you're right here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not making this secret anymore. Okay. Dante, this alien really doesn't like you. It really does not think very highly. It does not think very highly of you at all. For whatever reason. Will you give me an armor roll, please?
Screw you, alien.
Okay. You
I
just...
don't move, it moves.
You don't move? Yeah, exactly. But again, it turns away from you as you do that. Or as it does
that
that.
just pisses me off, man.
Yep. All right, Dante.
Fire that service pistol!
Do you want to try to get away from it?
No.
Okay.
Again,
take
bullets
aim.
go
All right.
this way, blood goes with bullet.
Yeah, good luck
I'll
triggering
actually-
that.
I'll
'Cause you've literally seen it when it's this close. It just sprays all over you.
Mm-hmm. I'm using a service pistol, though, not something bigger.
Okay. Give me... if you're taking aim, give me your service pistol +2.
Okay. So add a 2 modifier.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I have successes on a
Oh,
bazillion
panic.
dice.
My
No
God.
panics, yeah.
I told you, I don't move, it moves.
16 dice.
Wow.
Nice. Jeez. That's a hell of a
Okay.
pistol shot. Just a headshot.
How much damage is that? Well, assuming that you want to do +1 damage, because you can do other things too. You can look at the stunts and see what other things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it's +1 after the first success. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Wow.
Everything's coming up, Dante.
Don't fuck with Dante, man.
The skills.
Where do I find that?
And every Dante is a chain-smoking Captain Coward.
Okay, for each success after the first, you could inflict 1 more point of damage. You could pin your enemy down, making them make an immediate panic roll. That doesn't apply here. You can position yourself to exchange initiative scores.
Nah.
Okay. You can make him drop a weapon or other handheld object, doesn't apply here. Or you can make your opponent fall to the ground or be pushed back.
Nah, let's just do all the extra damage.
Okay.
As I'm screaming. Ah!
Yeah, so, yeah, good news and bad news about that. You get a fucking headshot off. You pierce it right through the, like, it's turned away from you, and that, like, pisses you off or whatever. It's just missed you so many times. Bullet right to the back of the skull, and spraying from out of that larger hole that you thought you were gonna make in the back of that skull comes the acid.
Okay. I mean, I probably killed this thing, so.
Wow. Okay.
Lord, all that.
Give me.
That's a lot of dice.
It's a lot of dice, but only 2 successes.
Yeah.
Give me an armor roll, please.
Nice.
I take nothing. I
Okay.
juke and dodge.
Okay.
DM is pissed.
Well, what happens, Dante? And this may piss you off a little bit, actually. As the acid splashes on you, it gets on your armor, and it does no damage to you. But I'm gonna need you to go in your character sheet and take 2 off of your armor. So your armor is no longer a 6.
That's how you're gonna try to kill me later.
Your armor is no longer a 6. Now it's a 4. As you watch the acid just boil into the armor and
That's okay. I'll take
burn
Mason's
off.
armor here in a second.
Happens to Hicks near the end of Aliens.
Yeah.
I'll just take Hicks. I'll take Mason's armor here in a second.
Yeah. This creature is looking extremely damaged, though.
It's
now,
not
the back of
dead?
it, it's not
Why
dead.
is it
is
not
not
dead?
It's not dead.
You just had a
What?
headshot. It's so good.
Yeah. Shocking
It's
to
got
all of
3
you,
other
it has
heads.
not gone down.
Alright, but I still have a slow action though, right?
I'm shook.
That was your slow, but you still have a fast.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, you aimed, so no, you don't.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah. I took aim. I was screaming.
Yep.
I did all the things.
Yeah.
What does taking aim do?
Gives you
Lets
that
you.
+2.
It's your fast action, but gives you a +2 to the roll. Chaplain.
How do we know about that?
He just tells us.
Okay.
Chris just reminds us before a shot.
It is in the rules under fast and slow actions.
Okay.
Where is it? Under combat and panic in the rules, there's actions and initiatives. You can see a full list of all of the slow actions and all of the fast actions.
Would you say that I have either my scalpel surgical thing or my cutting torch still on my person?
Yeah, sure. Those are probably tucked away a lot more carefully than the carried guns. So yes.
I do not carry a gun, so it's just...
You don't. Yeah, exactly. You weren't carrying anything when you were coming into the building.
Okay. So I will, seeing Mason head popped off, Dante miraculously not getting that damage, but her armor getting sizzled, and the creature I assume is looking very damaged, and I don't think anybody could actually use medical attention because Mason's just dead. Chaplain will slowly stand back up his one arm, and he takes out the cutting torch, and he walks very slowly, purposely towards it, and says, let's see, what was Mason saying? Gunnery Sergeant Mason is deceased. This creature poses a severe threat. It has been an honor fighting with you all. And takes that torch, and hopefully the dice don't betray me.
Yeah.
And attempts to stab this creature with the cutting torch. So it says power supply 5 and armor piercing. Do I just hit the attack button for now?
Yep. Just hit the attack button for now. Base damage 3. Okay.
2 successes.
It is armor piercing. Okay. So it does not get its full armor suite off.
Yes.
Nice.
And he knows, he's fully aware of the acid thing, but he still, this is the only way he can do it to try to take this creature
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Another headshot.
Chaplain, as you do that, you shove your cutting torch into this creature's body, and it screams again and falls forward towards you, pouring the acid onto your body, which will do 1 damage to you, but what that will trigger is another android critical roll.
Not my other arm, not my other arm. My other arm! No! Makes sense, because I stabbed my whole arm.
Yeah!
My other arm melts off!
Your other arm melts off!
Oh no, I'm just a torso. And legs, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna limit my ability to do things. It's a fate worse than death.
You're just running around like this. No arms.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
You're down to only mouth gear.
Yep. Do I need to roll a power roll, or does it
You
not
do,
matter?
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
carry the damn thing anyway.
Yeah, that's true. It drops out of your hands.
I can put a knife in my teeth. I literally can't do anything. What? It says can only use one-handed gear, but literally what happens if you lose both arms? Or do I have to re-roll or something? Like,
Yeah, let's have you reroll. Cause yeah, you're right. It does say can only use one-handed gear, and
like, is there a thing about?
the other alternative is to let you play a different character and just put him in the car because he'll be armless.
It is a little weird.
I'll have you reroll. Let's just reroll it.
Oh. Okay,
What is it?
each further
Your
attack
final
inflicting damage or broken android inflict another critical injury. If you roll the same critical injury again, shift it down 1 step on the table. So it does say you can't actually have the same one again.
Okay.
So I rolled a 3, so shifting down would be head dislocation.
Yep.
The android's
Oh, gosh,
artificial
your head
neck
is
is
twisted
severely fractured and its head placed in an unnatural position. All fast actions become slow actions. Oh God, I just get more
So
and more
your head is
severely
the wrong
debuffed.
way and you have 1 broken arm. Oh,
Yes,
God.
I know. I have 1 arm gone, and my head is like, snapped up in a very odd position.
Wow.
Maybe my head's like half melted off. I'm
It's
looking
and
pretty
no one
fucked.
really notices until they pull the body of this creature off of you,
Yeah.
and that's when they see that you're you're just disfigured now.
It'd be impressive if I can get all of these going to where I'm just a fucking, like, just a talking head. By the end of this. I still function.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a power roll then on the torch?
Yeah, give me a power roll, please. Yep. All right, you lose 1 power. We haven't gotten to Iona yet. Let's see if we can kill someone at the very end of this fight.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Iona, you were unconscious. You had been knocked out, but you start awake. You are strapped in to the pilot seat of the APC vehicle. The control panel in front of you is on fire. Smoke is just pouring out of it. You are breathing it in. What do you do?
Yeah, what the hell? Can I unbuckle myself?
Yes. I'll let you. Well, I'll let you try to unbuckle yourself. Is there a? Because a lot of this stuff.
I'll just try to use my knife and cut it off.
Okay, give me a close combat roll. Like you look like you might be able to, but might take some finagling because.
Should I attack with my knife or?
Yeah,
close combat?
attack with your knife. Yeah. Oh damn. Okay.
Just like goes in and just like
Slice it. Yep.
You
Slices
destroyed
the-
it.
seatbelt. And I'd like to try to get up and run if I could, away from the fire.
Okay. Give me as you try to get up and get out of this place, and you stand up into the smoke-filled cabin. Will you please give me a stamina roll?
Oh wow. 0 successes, 3 panics.
Okay.
Multiple
I mean,
panic
wouldn't you be
doesn't-
panicking?
Does that mean anything?
What's that?
Having more than 1 panic roll?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Shockingly, you don't take any damage from the fire burning in front of you. But give me a panic roll, please. Let's see if you can actually extricate yourself from this vehicle. All right. Your stress level goes up by 1, which it probably should anyway. But otherwise, you are able to cut yourself free. You're just trying to get out of the vehicle now?
Yeah. Silva. Silva. Captain. Is that you? Did you come to look for me?
You're alive?
Yes. Why do you sound surprised?
The APC's on fire and the building collapsed on it. Why do you think? Get up there. They're still fighting.
Can you lead the way,
I need
Captain?
smoke.
There's plenty of smoke in there.
Could you not block the doorway, please?
There's another door.
Fresh air. Where is
Just you
everybody?
alive, I guess.
Where is everybody?
They're up in the rubble fighting some monstrosity.
I hope my buddy Chaplin's alive and my rival Zimjuski is dead. Right?
I guess. I mean, wouldn't you want everyone to be alive?
I mean, if I had to pick,
If I had to pick,
Well, like, sure, in some
We've all
kind of
got that
hypothetical
guy.
situation, but right now we're fighting xenomorphs
that's Zimjuski.
Better-
I hate everything about him.
that are eating people's heads. Sometimes crushing their heads.
This is about as far as I can get, right?
You guys can go in now. The battle's over. As you all go in, you see the slumped husk of the thing that used to be Wojciech on top of Chaplin, who maybe is trying to get it off with his.
Chaplin kind of looks like a
one arm.
zombie at this point. Like,
Yeah.
he's very severely damaged, and it's like a zombie
You all
robot.
pull the Wojciech thing off, avoiding the blood, which you've seen what it does, off of Chaplin. You see like the whole right side of his face has been acided off, and his face twisted at an unnatural angle.
Good Lord, Chaplin, put a blanket over yourself.
Captain. God. Unfortunately, I'm a robot, so I can't be a dick. It is good to see you again.
I feel like I need to be a
You were
little
behind
bit of
me.
a dick.
Good to see you are healthy.
Bishop had a tiny bit of sass.
Good to see you are healthy and unharmed, Captain.
I was looking for
It's like
something.
Face melting.
I'm glad everyone who mattered is still alive.
Chaplin picks up Mason's head.
Well,
His crushed head.
Yes, crushed head.
Hammer's like, shit, I didn't get to shoot at it. That sucks.
I killed it. I did it.
We have
Good job, Dante.
lost a soldier, but
Someone put Chaplin out of his misery. Let's just turn the damn thing off.
we gained
Does
another one. He gestures with his non-arm at right.
Yeah.
do you have the same stuff in you? Should we put you down too?
Right kind of puts her hands up a little bit. She's yeah, I do. And I'm probably going to fucking turn into one of those things at some point.
Alright, let's kill her.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe wait until, I don't know, I start to feel it. I haven't yet. I don't know what that means.
Why
I don't
is
know.
it in all of you? What
That's-
happened?
I'll tell you that whole story after your GM reads the recap, the end of the fight text.
Sure, take your time. You got nothing but time here.
As you all finally achieve a moment's respite, you look out over the colony. The bombardment seems to be slowing. Fewer streaks of light arc through the sky. Smoke rises from buildings. The wind howls over a battered city. At Fort Nebraska, the installed railgun cannons begin launching giant spikes into the clouds. USCMC evac fighters scream across the sky, firing on the growing shapes of descending UPP dropships. War has come to Arearchus. You see a massive explosion from somewhere within the fort. In the same moment, Chaplain staggers to his knees. The android's eyes roll back in his head and his body stiffens for a few moments, and then relaxes, returning to normal.
The hell was that? Can I go knock on his head and see if he's awake?
I'm waiting to get a mother up.
Yep.
Sure, we got nothing but time, Chaplain.
Mother has a message.
You sent me that earlier, though.
Too early.
Ah.
I sent it too early.
Gotcha.
It didn't make a difference, but yeah.
Okay. Chaplain just blinks at you all, still fucked up looking.
Would you like to explain what happened just now?
He looks around and he says, "We have survived he basically recaps the battle. We've survived an explosion of this fortress and lost our own."
Who
The
broke the
rolling
robot?
of your eyes in the back of your head. You pause there. You look like you just sort of stopped functioning for a second.
My apologies, Captain. I have suffered severe internal and external damages. I am going to be in need of significant repairs, but I am still functioning at 47% capacity.
That's generous.
We all snicker at that.
All right.
His head being at a funky angle is really like upsetting me. Can I
Yeah.
feel like turn his head to fix it?
You can. It doesn't fix, like, his head just sort of hangs now.
Yeah.
Well, at least,
You
well,
just
at
get
least
some
it's
tape
not
or
like.
something. Brace it.
Yeah.
Duct tape it in the right position.
And we got a stick.
Weekend at Bernie's thing. We're trying to fix it so he looks normal.
We'll put a stick on the back of his head and we'll duct tape it to the stick. So
Mhm.
Yep.
All
Better
right,
than him, like,
what the
looking like
hell
this
is going on?
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Wright needs to die.
Listen, I think we can still... Oh, fuck this. We might still be able to get out of here, and I might be able to get out of here in time before that fucking happens to me.
Is there a cure waiting for you on the other side of this? What's your plan after that?
Myers seemed to think so, but then again, he put this fucking stuff in me in the first place. Listen, there is... As far as I know, there is a monster in my fucking chest, and it's Colonel Myers' fault. We were guards.
Myers has command of Fort Nebraska.
Yeah, he's also got command of the secret weapons lab underneath Fort Nebraska. The one where they're testing this heinous shit. We were all four of us. We were guards down there. When the UPP invasion order came through, he freaked out, him and the woman, and they ordered an evacuation. Everything off the planet, everything onto the space elevator ASAP. To get all of their, whatever they were testing, to get it off world. Well, in their hurry, there was a containment breach. A pack of those things attached themselves to all of us. We
Including
woke
the
up.
Colonel?
No, just the four of us, my squad. Just referring to the 4 AWOL Marines. The techs came to us after this happened. They told us what was inside of us, but they inoculated us with something they said would stop it. But Wojciech points at the monster body. She knew what it was. They call it 26 Draconis. And it does things to people. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes fucking that. But it does random shit to people. So the 4 of us, we decided we weren't going to stick around and be their guinea pigs and wait to turn into monsters. We were going to get off world. And the only idea we had was the UPP. Obviously, it didn't go well.
Who is the woman?
The Wayland-Yutani woman, Wilson. She runs the place. With Myers.
UPP know about this?
No, all they knew is that we had valuable intel that we were going to give them.
Myers
That's why it broke.
is the commander of Fort Nebraska.
We got it,
Myers
Chaplain.
is the commander of Fort Nebraska.
Is he broken?
Myers is the... And suddenly he, like, jolts for a second. And it says, It's... I am Chaplain. Warrant Officer Chaplain.
Can I hit him with the butt of my gun to see if it, like, reattaches some servos or something?
Is he broken? Chaplain, are you broken?
I am not sure.
Run a self-diagnostics.
Yeah, he sits for a second and says, there is a blankness in one of my programmings regarding these creatures and Commander Myers, Colonel Myers.
Is there a way to repair that?
Possibly. If someone were to help me, let's. You want me to make a check?
Yeah, make a comtech
Okay.
check. Let's see
On
what
myself?
you can on yourself. Okay, one success.
One success.
You suspect that to really fully fix you, you're now pretty positive that what was happening to you before, you're not entirely sure what, like I said, how much of you is broken, but that it started in and can probably be fixed at Fort Nebraska.
Okay.
If you're gonna get fixed, that's pretty much the only place that you can imagine that would be able to happen.
Yeah, that was like that and Myers were like the triggering things for his knowing something was wrong.
Is that where the space elevator is, Fort Nebraska?
Yes, indeed, right in the middle of it.
All roads lead to Fort Nebraska.
Yeah. All right. Should we head back to Fort Nebraska?
As far as I see, that's the only way off-world now. I mean, unless you want to get in a fucking jet fight.
Jet fight.
Dante, keep a gun on her.
Dante, you were fucking down there
What are you talking about?
in the lab. You got shut up. They were installing some kind of artificial spine in you down in the lab. You were down there when all this shit went down. You were unconscious, I think. But I remember your body, and they were doing crazy ass surgery on you.
And look,
What?
it worked. Get moving.
Wait, what?
Chaplain, can you tell how much artificial devices are in her?
Come near me, robot, and I'll put you down permanently.
Listen, dear
You don't have
Captain,
this-
We would. I could attempt so, but only with your express permission and Dante's permission, or
Ain't happening.
I'm the
Let's
captain.
get moving.
I'd like to know. I also want to know if you have this same stuff in you as Wright does.
No, I don't have the same stuff in me that Wright does. Yes, I was down in the basement. They fixed me. My squad died. I made it out by the tips of my fingers. She'll pull out some papers from her pocket and throw them at you. I'm not even supposed to be here.
this is my
And
day
the
off.
papers that you have are obviously medical discharge papers saying that I had been relieved of my duty to be a Marine. But I'm here doing my job. I'm a fucking
papers-
Marine.
The papers, you can look at them, Silva. The papers do note everything she says. The papers also note that she underwent some surgery for some experimental spinal replacement. So she's got some sort of bionic spine in her now.
Why I was able to stay strong when that thing tried to hit me. I'm a fucking Marine. We're all fucking Marines. Let's do our damn job and get moving. Someone take the damn robot away from me.
for that one, he points at Wright. Iona points at Wright. No, I wasn't in this fight, but I don't know what Wright has to offer us to prevent it, where she won't turn into this, and we end up like my buddy Chaplin here, or worse,
I
Mason.
can tell you the first time she twitches, I'm putting her down.
Why don't we just do it now?
Because I don't want to fucking die. But I'll make a deal with you. The first time I feel like Wojciech felt, I will let you know, and you can put a bullet in the back of my head. But
What more do
Wojciech
you have
was-
to offer us? Why should we carry a ticking time bomb with us?
I've got skills, and I think you're going to need them. Speaking of, and she goes over to the other side of the rubble, starts kicking rubble away, moving rubble out of the way, till she gets to a big storage box, and she opens it up and pulls out a giant-ass sniper rifle. She goes, "This is what I can offer you.
I don't know how to use a sniper rifle.
I have 36 confirmed kills. I am a trained sniper."
Oh, I meant you.
I was going to give you my sniper rifle.
Have the rest of us been inside Fort Nebraska?
Yes, you all have.
Okay.
It's where you were when you got the mission to come out here.
Oh, okay.
So if Dante was dismissed, why is Dante with us?
So I'm doing my job.
So that you might gather, just from the way this whole mission started, that your squad was thrown together from a bunch of disparate parts very quickly. Because the Marine Corps was evacuating from this planet until they needed to find these AWOL Marines. So it's very possible that she was just grabbed up because she was around.
Hadn't been evacuated yet.
She hadn't been evacuated yet, exactly.
I was waiting for my turn.
Dante has a good point. We're all Marines. Let's get this mission over with.
So
But
as you say that, your radio blares to life, and you hear Hatfield's voice. It sounds like there's a lot of commotion going on behind him, and he's just yelling into the mic. I am leading.
Not the Colonel, right?
Not the Colonel. This is
Okay.
Major Hatfield. Yep.
Okay.
I am leading a last-ditch counterattack against UPP forces assaulting Nebraska. We are outnumbered, but it is our duty to fight back. You are on your own. Your orders are to complete your mission if you can, find any remaining AWOL Marines, and then rally at Fort Nebraska. Make the Marine Corps proud. And then you hear some more commotion, and the radio goes dead.
All right, Marines, you heard him. Let's go.
On foot.
Got no ride.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, you got no ride. Iona
Theft Auto
will,
this
or
shit.
you're Iona, but Iona, you've seen it from the inside and you see it from the outside, and you recognize that this is inoperable. It is absolutely total.
I might have a folding boat in here somewhere. Let me see.
How? And are there UPP dropships everywhere?
You can see them in the skies above you, but right now what you're seeing is you don't see any that have actually landed yet. You're seeing like jet fights in the
Bombing.
sky as like your jet fighters, they're space ships, but your ships are attacking drop ships that are coming down onto the city.
Chaplain, can you like do a scanner of the area and look for any vehicles?
I don't know. Can I? I've got a motion tracker, but it might.
You
go
do, but
haywire.
yeah, that wouldn't give you any insight into
Yeah.
stationary vehicles. You all note that Fort Nebraska, I'll take you to the map, is about 5 kilometers away from you
Wait.
In a blizzard?
in a blizzard,
Okay.
in an enemy invasion.
Okay.
So not the easiest 5 kilometers you've ever done.
I can't dash anymore.
Yeah, and your android can't dash. Which, Eric, I will actually, before we get to this next bit, I will say, if you want to change characters, I will let you. Because you are kind of like, Chaplain's a little out of commission, and I realize that the android, unless you get the last one, you're probably never going to die. You're just going to become more and more.
Nah, we'll
like,
keep
fucked up.
running this thing. If
Okay,
I start
okay.
having, you know, I'm
Like you can't
appreciating
do
the
anything?
options on the table. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It is awkward that you literally cannot repair. It's just like you just start taking more and more devastating debuffs.
You
along the
can,
way.
but it takes days worth of work. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's during one of these scenarios you wouldn't be able to.
So I guess we start walking until we find a vehicle of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, were we supposed to be meeting someone here?
I hope not.
No, you were supposed to be finding the last 2 Marines here, and you have, and one of them attacks you.
We have now found
violently.
all Marines. 3 of them are dead. It's
We
not been the
fashioned a
best.
sled out of the skull of the alien.
We have to let Wright. Now it's Saving Private Ryan. Like now, Wright like needs to survive and be cured because otherwise all of this has been for
Yeah, but-
nothing.
I don't know. I don't know how to get there though.
Right.
I don't either.
Well, the only way, the only way you can see right now is to walk. I'll take it back to the map again.
Walk and try to avoid being bombed.
Yep.
And don't freeze to death.
I don't freeze.
And don't freeze to death.
Alright, I guess we'll start walking and look for any vehicles
Okay.
on the way.
All right.
Stick our thumbs out.
I recover all of my guns though before we leave.
Yeah, so you guys can loot Mason's body if you want. Mason is dead.
Still has those grenades.
I'll tell you what Mason had on her body when she died. She had a pulse rifle. She had an incendiary unit, or incinerator unit, which is a flamethrower. She had, I'm not sure how many incendiary grenades left. She had two incendiary grenades left, and then her service pistol and her combat knife. So you all can take that stuff if you want to.
And
Heck
dog
yeah.
tags. Presumably.
Yeah. If anybody wants to take the incendiary grenades, the only thing you need to add to, like, if you're adding a new weapon, just add, it's a medium range, 0 bonus, 0 damage, it's range combat, and just add the words fire intensity 9 to the text block at the bottom.
Ooh.
And then the same goes if you guys
Can
want.
I shoot those with my my frag grenade gun?
I don't think you have a frag grenade gun. I think you just have frag grenades. You got an
Okay,
RPG. You got RPGs, which are a different thing.
Yeah, I have an M40 frag grenade.
Yeah, which you've got though. Yeah, those you just throw.
Okay.
The only one who currently has like a grenade launcher is Silva.
Okay.
Okay. As you all start walking through the streets away from this terrible wreck.
Right is kept in front of me the whole time.
Okay. Do you let her keep her rifle? Like she picked up her sniper rifle, and
No.
You don't want her to have it? Okay.
No. I'll keep that on my shoulder.
Says,
Wait,
can
why
get
don't
it
we
back
point
if
her at
we
the sniper
get a-
rifle? It's not like she's gonna shoot us.
I don't know.
She says, if I start feeling anything like Wojciech felt, I will tell you. But as it stands now, I can help you.
I say give her the sniper rifle.
I will speak to the
Owen?
captain and say, Captain, it is in Lance Corporal Wright's best interest not to inform us if she is feeling anything, because it is calculated that we would either execute her or leave her behind. It is in her best interest not to withhold this information from us.
God damn it, fine.
But I do wish to preserve her life at all costs. I just suggest we keep a very careful watch on her.
This weapon too, huh?
Chaplain, buddy, you need to feel with your heart.
If
I-
I had
I-
a heart, I would have rendered inoperable many moments ago.
I know I wanted to kill her earlier, but I trust her.
I fully trust her
Seeing
now.
this abomination here at my feet, he's pointing at the creature. I wouldn't want to change to that, and I think she's being honest. She'll help us until she can't. She has no reason to kill us all. In fact, I think she has reason to kill, what's his name again? Wilson and Hart.
Myers.
Hart- Fine.
This creature had
Yeah.
no reason to attack us either.
Yes, it did. It's feral. Look at it. I mean, I know it wasn't at the fight, but still. I say we just keep a close watch on Wright until we see her acting funny. Is that fair, Wright?
Fine.
One eye rolls up funny and bullet in your head.
She says, yeah, that works for me. I don't want to die, but I also really don't want to turn into one of those.
Imagine what your open casket would be like for your family.
Well, Wojciech's not getting one.
Nope.
Is there any point to investigating Mason's neck wound, or is it just?
There might be, and Dante. I'm not sure which one of you actually had the. Oh, I think it was Mason actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it worth it? Even though Mason is destroyed, obviously was killed.
Okay, I'm
for other
actually
means.
yeah. Well, yes, and I will say, Chaplain, you see that Mason had one more piece of tech on her that you think is probably very good to keep, and that's a CBRN detection kit, which stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. It's a sensor device for foreign contaminants, be they chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear.
Okay.
And I say that because it might be useful to use this on her. On her neck wound.
Oh, on Mason.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you were to do that,
Is it an easy machine to run? Like, can any of us do it?
maybe, but
Or is Mason the only one that could do it?
She was trained with it, but I imagine Chaplain could probably use it just as well.
Chaplain's all messed up.
Chaplain is all messed up.
I still got one functioning at her.
You still got one? Yeah. But if you were to use it, Chaplain, on her, it would detect a foreign biological agent in her shoulder that was rapidly spreading through, well, her corpse now. But
Yeah. That's the kind of information I would want to share, because obviously I'm looking at it from a scientific point of view with this creature, and then with Mason's wound, because I had noticed that attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably tell the crew, like, it appears this creature can spread its infection through its saliva.
Look, I've got nothing against Mason, unlike you, Zibjewski. And he like glares at him. But let's just throw Mason's body in the burning wreck of the APC and hope it all burns up.
I suggest we don't let any of these creatures get their teeth on you. Or their hands, or tails, or blood. Just
Really?
avoid them in general.
Just
in
avoid
fact.
them in general.
It's all bad.
Yep.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
All right, as you all begin to leave this place and head down the street towards Fort Nebraska, begin your hike to Fort Nebraska, you all are coming around a corner, and you see right over your heads a sleek UPP crocodile dropship, which you would probably recognize as like a troop carrier dropship, expertly piloted, coming right over your heads. You think it did not see you because it just flies right over you, but it lands almost on top of the rubble of the insurgent compound that you were just in. Out of curiosity, did any of you, back when you guys had the UPP people in prison or captured, did you guys take their comms? I don't remember.
You mean back when we were in the locker room or whatever, or the
In
fire?
the oil, at the oil
Did
refinery.
happen to
when you
those, were those guys on the APC also? What the hell? I don't actually
I think
remember.
you guys like tied them up so that Hatfield could come pick them up later. I think is what you did.
Okay.
I think I took the comms because in that when we could hear the lady saying
That
hello.
one was the Wayland Yutani comms that you got from
okay.
Wilson. These are the two guys that at the oil refinery.
I think we just used it on them, but didn't take it.
Yeah, I feel like we should have or would have, but I legit don't remember if any of us did.
Okay. Okay. Well, what you see as you guys are probably trying to avoid being seen by them.
Yeah, before you say that though,
Yeah.
we did drag the bodies to the fire, right?
If you wanted to, yeah, you make sure that put the bodies in the fire of the APC.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely, you could do that, just to make sure.
Mhm.
You see 7 UPP soldiers exiting this dropship, and behind them is a very tall, smooth-faced looking man with a red beret on, and you see him pointing to various points in the rubble and talking to the soldiers. You can't see what they're saying. As
Right.
all
If you can snipe all 8 of them, we can take their dropship and not have to walk through this damn blizzard. I can barely feel my toes.
She's like, maybe I could get.
When
like,
she kills one, they're gonna immediately get alerted though.
Yeah, she's like, I could get one, but then the other 7 are gonna be honest, like white on rice.
Yeah.
And in fact, as you guys see them investigating this wreckage, you see the dropship close up its shutter and take off without them, as they stay around to look around the compound.
Let's just toss the incendiary grenade over there.
If you wanted to go back and fight them, you could. But
I'm not saying this is chaplain. I'm just saying this is like a party banter event. I think we need to avoid all fights if we can. These guys are more armed. They haven't just fought a big fucking xenomorph. They presumably all trust each other. These are all qualities we don't have.
I agree.
As you all are walking, you begin walking again, trying to just make it your way to Fort Nebraska, which you can see the railguns in Fort Nebraska are still firing spikes into the sky. You all are not safe, but you are at least calm enough to where you can lower your stress by 1. And if one of you wanted to use your banter skill, you could lower your stress by 2.
I guess I will. Not for right though.
Not for right.
Smoke up.
Smoke.
Smoke,
Actually, yes. You don't think you think it's almost been a full day now, so you absolutely could. Like
Wow.
when you guys invaded the compound, it was like the middle of the night. And as a new day dawns, you think it's time for another pack.
8 hours of sleep.
Oh
That's right.
boy.
You said Dante has something called banter that can take it down another.
Somebody does.
Oh,
You do. Okay. Yeah, Dante, you do. Yeah. So you can lower your stress by 2.
Mason did.
everybody
Mason
or
also
just
did.
her?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Dante, you try to like keep the mood light as you guys are walking. You're trying to keep everybody
Look at
from
my
getting
spine.
Make spine jokes, yeah.
a cool new spine.
Look how my body can move now.
You all come to a long, empty, abandoned street. And you see, coming out of the blizzard straight towards you, a figure. A silhouetted figure.
Kill it.
Snipe it.
I mean, you guys tell me what you're going to do. If nobody does anything, if you just watch the silhouette figure approach, after a moment, the figure will call out and says, "Don't shoot me. I can't hurt you."
I give right back her gun.
You do that, and as you see who it is, Wright levels her gun and starts walking forwards. And she goes, "Tell me why I shouldn't fucking kill you, bitch."
Oh, it's Wilson.
And, yep, it is Wilson. She looks bad. She has blood coming down the side of her face. She is kind of covered in the same kind of dust that you guys are covered in. Like, an explosion happened nearby her.
How'd you
She's
get
kind
here?
of sheer luck, I think. There's none of my men left. And if you're wondering, right, good to see you again. Why you shouldn't kill me. I have something to offer. And perhaps some good news for you.
See,
In
right,
that-
that's how you sell yourself.
You start with the selling point.
What can you offer us?
She says, right, if you haven't experienced any symptoms yet, it's highly unlikely that you are currently incubating. And
How
Wright
about the part
says,
where there's 2 of them on the street now?
I think we.
2 of who?
Right.
Oh, 2 rights? Yeah. There you go. That's only one right. The part where you
2
split in
rights
2.
do not make a wrong.
As for the rest of you, you'll want to hear this. And you notice she has a data pad on her arm. You guys can probably maybe remember that one of her commandos had a data pad on his arm, but now she's got it. And she punches in some things, and you hear a voice saying, it's like a recording of a radio transmission that says, "We're too late. The cargo is gone. No survivors." And then you hear a different voice saying, "There are tracks, Commander. They cannot be far." And the radio call ends. And Wilson says, "They're not far behind you."
Who?
The UPP. This is what happens if we don't have the radio. She's got the fucking radio.
She says, "I have access on this data pad that only I have access to." And as she's speaking, you see she's more emotional than you guys have seen her before. You think she might be a little desperate. She like she's trying to stay alive. She says, "Only I can log into this data pad, but through it, I can access surveillance of the colony, which means I can keep you one step ahead of those who are trying to kill you, and guide us all to Fort Nebraska. All I ask is that you get me there safely.
But you're under our command now. And you tell us everything.
What do you want to know? That's right, dear. Dear, can you put the sniper rifle down, please? And right, you know, so you actually notice Right looks to you. She does say, I guess I'm taking orders from you now, Captain. What are we doing?
Hey, Wilson, you don't give orders to my soldiers. Don't shoot her unless I tell you to, right?
Fine. Under your command, I wouldn't want to be making calls out here anyway. This isn't really my forte, a fucking war zone. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
Well, then first things first, you need to cut south because there is a squad about half a kilometer ahead of where you're going right now, headed in your direction. And as you all make that turn to the south to avoid an oncoming UPP squad, your motley crew heading into the blizzard, that is where we will end it tonight.
You even make it to Fort Nebraska yet? Man.
Not even close. I'll take you back to the map.
Oh, no.
I'll take you back to the map real quick. You guys are like
to survive
here.
this arduous journey.
Oh, wait. You guys are like here. That's how far you made it.
We're not on
Did she say why she was so beat up?
She didn't. But if you were to ask her, she would tell you that
the whole city's been bombing. So
yeah, the whole city's been bombed, and it was bombed, and she lost her other 2 commandos in the bombardment.
More aliens.
Not on her side, anyway.
Picked up more NPCs.
That's right.
All right. Thank you to Heather, Raymond, and Reese for playing. And thank you to Chris for game mothering. Thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching and head over to our live post-session discussion, Shatter of Worlds, after our show tonight. Thank you, of course, to the patrons. Shouts to Planet patrons, Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brennan, Genocider, Roleplayer Roll, Christopher, Big Nut, John, Nathan, Andrew, Stephanie, Jason, Lumpy Splodes, Warden, Eudaimonia LLC, Tom, 13 the Dogs, Marcus, Snuggie, Hugo, Jerry, Shay, Sasha, and John. And gold patrons, RPG, Papercraft, Spree Boy, and Yuma, The Lizard Lounge, Jerome, Nathan, Fascicatora, Scott, Rufus, Jerry, Glenn, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support. We're live streaming our Alien RPG adventures every week. We will see you next time.
May Mason rest in peace.
R.I.P. Mason, our first
R.I.P. Mason.
death. I still function.